Hi, welcome back to my channel, and this is a sound off for Kandi and the Gang. So this is episode 2 of Kandi and the Gang. I did watch the first episode, and it was pretty good. Had a crazy week last week, so I'm just combining episode 1 and episode 2. So far, I like it. I really like this show. I think Kandi has a hit on her hands. It really reminds me of Sweetie Pies. It's like Sweetie Pies meets Vanderpump Rules meets a little bit of Black Ink Crew. That's what the vibe that it gives me, right? She definitely got a hit, you know? I like the show and I want to see multiple seasons of it. I hope it does well. I hope people don't get too big-headed on the show when she start having to let some of y'all go. But so far, I'm enjoying the show. So we meet Philip, and he is the director of operations, I believe that's his title. He comes over from, I think, Blaze. I think that's what she said. I might be wrong. So Philip has been working undercover at OLG for the past couple of weeks. Just, watching everybody, observing, seeing how things have been going. Unbeknownst to the rest of the staff, he's really there to be their boss. So they start off the episode with they're having like a little managers meeting or whatnot. And he's explaining what, the things that he's been seeing that he's, taking note of. And pretty much he's there to whip the staff into shape. They have the staff, they ain't got no damn sense. Kandi girl, I don't know what to say. Kandi has one mindset. Don Juan has another vision. Todd has another vision. And Philip, he damn sure got a whole completely different vision of how this restaurant is supposed to operate. And I don't think they do well to communicate that with each other. They are not on the same page whatsoever. And that is going to be the theme of this show. Their biggest issue is their hostess, Chandrika. I don't know if I could work with that girl. She unprofessional. She late. She a mess. She loud. She's entitled. Her attitude is a little stank. The girl got some issues. But Kandi loves her because Kandi says that she's a loyal employee. She stuck around when a lot of people left and turned their back. And that means something to Kandi. That don't mean too much to Todd because he was like, he wasn't feeling Chandrika. And honestly, I wasn't feeling Chandrika either. But by the end of episode 2, I might be changing my mind a little bit. But anyway, Chandrika, she is a hot mess. She thinks she's so entitled because she's been there from day one and she feels as though her seniority means something. And I guess it means something to Kandi, but it's like, girl, you still got to do your job. And she don't always be doing her job. Not the right way, at least. But anyways, after they have their little managers meeting, they go downstairs to have a secondary meeting with the staff and let them know that, Philip has been here this whole time, but really he's about to be y'all boss. Chandrika, she doesn't like it and she voices her opinion, and they go have a little conversation with Don Juan and Philip, and it doesn't go too well. Meanwhile, there is a line wrapped around the block. They don't care nothing about that because the restaurant ain't even clean. It's just a mess. It's a mess. Okay, it's a mess. It's a chaotic situation, and yeah. Philip is there to provide structure, but Philip, he got his own set of problems. He's a little egomaniac himself. He is trying to be Don Juan 2.0, and even Don Juan is telling him, bruh, relax, chill a little bit. Now, if Don Juan is telling you you're doing too much, you doing too much. Kandi decides to have a staff meeting with the OLG, which is Mama Joyce, Aunt Bertha, and Aunt Nora. And she starts, listening to their suggestions and also giving them feedback as well. And child, that's a whole nother element that none of us was prepared for. So Kandi decides to throw a family reunion with the old employees. And it's a way to bring back the old energy, the old magic that, OLG has been missing. They contact one of their former employees, Tauren. He was the events coordinator, I believe. And they ask him to host it and to, do his little thing. He puts together an event now. He's a very valuable asset. They want him back. Low-key, This family reunion is a way to bring back all the fun people that used to work at OLG, bring them back because, you know, they're filming a reality TV show. And they got some real special people on this show that I already like. Brian, I'm loving Brian. I'm loving Tauren. I love Dominique. Chandrika, we gonna see about Chandrika because Chandrika, you don't do too much. But so far, I'm liking this cast. You know, it's a different day, and it's business as usual at the OLG, and it's like in the middle of the afternoon, and the power goes out. Um, Apparently this happens often in that area, and they don't have a backup generator. Todd says, it's too much of a hassle to get a generator. He could live with the power going off every now and then. And now I'm starting to see why they have some of the problems that they have at this restaurant. First of all, that's embarrassing as hell. I would be so ashamed, like, if I'm working somewhere, I'm working, the power goes off, and the customers are all looking at us like, y'all didn't pay the bill. It's Atlanta. It's in the middle of the day. It's hot as hell. These people are coming there for, we know this is not like a fancy French restaurant, but still, the people pay their money. They didn't come to suffer in the heat or in the dark. Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot. And like I said, if I was working there, I would be so embarrassed. So now I'm starting to see why some of the employees don't take their position the way that they should. It's why some of them are so laissez-faire and they just relax and they're just chilling all over the place. Because, yeah, they was wrong. Kandi, get that generator. Don't listen to Todd. Todd, go down to City Hall, do whatever you gotta do, get the generator. Y'all can't be doing this. Yeah, that was y'all. That was some lemon behavior, Todd. Not getting the generator when you know that this is a problem in the area. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, and I'm embarrassed for you, Todd. This ain't on Kandi. This is on you, Todd. This is on you, Todd. Get the generator and quit playing with us. So in episode 2, we get introduced to Melvin and Patrick. These are Kandi's cousins. Melvin we met back on Real Housewives of Atlanta, I think season 7. And Patrick, I'm not sure if he's been on Real Housewives of Atlanta, but I've seen him on social media with Kandi and everybody else many a times. They're cousins, they're first cousins, and they're roommates. And they both work at the OLG. Melvin seems to be real put together, like he's serious, got his head on straight. Patrick is the ladies' man. He a little messy with his, you know, situations. But they seem like they're opposites, but they love each other. They consider themselves brothers. Now, if y'all gonna be watching this review, I might have to drag Todd occasionally. I hope it just don't offend nobody. But Todd got on my nerves at the top of this episode. Okay, Kandi's introducing Melvin, and she's saying how he went to culinary arts school, and Todd is like, what you paid for? And Kandi's like, I didn't pay for everything. And she known him longer than you, Todd. If she paid for it, what's the problem? Is he ungrateful? Is he a bad cousin to her? If she paid for his school, what's the problem? What's the problem, Todd? One of my mutuals say Todd don't like when Kandi spend money on anybody else but him. It looks like that's what it is. Because we ain't never forgot how you did Kayla. But anyways, so we see Dominique and Brandon. Dominique is the bartender and Brandon is one of the managers. We see them going on a date. In the first episode, Brandon was saying how he applied for the job because he was so enamored with Dominique. And I mean, that's kind of cute and a little stalkerish. If you like it, I love it. So Melvin goes over to visit Aunt Bertha, which is his grandmother. And he's helping her cook up a little something, something. So Kandi FaceTimes them and they're talking. And I think that's when they showed Todd hating on Kandi paying for Melvin's school. That is so salty and so corny, but whatever. It brings up how the family is not getting along right now and she wants to have a little something so that they can have, she wants to have a little family intervention. And so Aunt Bertha's like, yeah, we can do that, you know, whatever. Back at the OLG, Brian is getting acquainted with Philip. And Philip got on my nerves this episode. But whatever. Brian, he has this real nice, he brings good energy. He's real cute. He has his fashions and his hair. And he gives. You know, I like Brian. I'm enjoying Brian so far. And Brian shares with us that he might have had a little drinking issue. And he realized during the pandemic it was getting away from him. And he had to get himself together. He used to be the bartender, but now he's a server. And he said it's probably best for his sobriety that he be the server instead of the bartender. He has a lot of personality. He's a very likable person on this show. I'm like him. I already know I'm gonna like him. But Philip is giving him a hard time like he does everyone else. And see, my problem with Philip is one of those managers that he's obsessed with asserting his authority on everyone. He cares more about that than anything else that's going on in that place. He acts like, oh, I'm here for structure. I'm here for this. I'm here for that. But it really seems like you're obsessed with people respecting your authority. And I understand you want you want people to respect you. But your approach is terrible. You're doing you're just doing too much. It's not a little too much. You're overboard with it. It's a lot. It's a lot. Expects these former employees to come for him, so he comes for them first. And then he be looking crazy. You just look mean. You just look like a bully. You look like you're doing too much. It's all too much. Philip is saying that a lot of these, former employees are coming with preconceived notions. Are you projecting? Because it seems like you're the one with the preconceived notions about the employees. Because, yeah, they've been talking to Chandrika. Yeah, they've heard a lot about you. Yeah, you've probably rubbed people the wrong way. But it's starting to seem like you are the one with the issue. So Chandrika is inviting everyone out for drinks. And Philip declines to offer, but I'm not so sure she invited Philip. But Philip says it's unprofessional to be fraternizing with the staff after work, after hours. Yes and no. Yes and no. I can see how it can be unprofessional, but also you didn't have to be rude about it. And a lot of times, people in managerial positions, they take their staff out to eat all the time or out to lunch all the time. It's not unprofessional. It depends on the setting. It depends on the understanding. It can only be unprofessional if you make it unprofessional. But whatever. He knows it all. So anyways, in the next scene, we see Philip with his boyfriend, Felipe. Felipe is a little cutie. Felipe, you like this man? Maybe he's different when he's in boyfriend mode. I don't know, because... Anyway, Felipe lives out of state, so it's a long-distance relationship. He seemed different, though, around Felipe. I will give him that. He seemed more relaxed. He seemed, he seemed a little bit more likable when he's around Felipe. Because in the OLG, it's like he is on guard every moment, every turn. It's like, lighten up, bruh. Lighten up. So the staff goes out for drinks, right? And we find out that Chandrika used to date Patrick. So they spend the whole time there shading one another. She's like, he was inexperienced. And he was like, me and her would never was. We just had a little, and that was all. But he has a new girlfriend and he calls her a cougar. Patrick, we didn't like that. How is she 29 and a cougar? How is she a cougar? How is she a cougar, Patrick? And you 28 and she 29. You tried it. But anyways, Patrick has a girlfriend that he feels is like she's the one. And Chandrika has a fiance, and it should really be no need for shade. But you know, they're gonna shade each other regardless. So Chandrika, she starts running her mouth and she starts shading the managers and how their process is. And Brian also chimes in, and they're just saying how, you know, the past managers used to run their mouth and say this, that, and the third. And then when things got tough, they took off and ran and provided no results. And she probably right. I kind of believe her, you know. Patrick is sitting there listening to all of it, and he's just like, if you don't want to be here, you shouldn't be here, because this is his cousin's restaurant, and y'all not gonna be talking shit about the OLG. Y'all could leave. But he don't say nothing. He just listening, taking a mental note of everything that they're saying. Chandrika goes on to say, you know, she would get paid more working at the Family Dollar than she does get, you know, at OLG. That she gets paid $12 an hour, where Family Dollar is paying 17 something. And Kandi, I'ma hope that this don't come up again. I don't know, why are people always saying that Kandi don't pay? Kandi, I'm gonna need you to. I don't know. Why is it they always talking about Kandi don't pay? Like I don't like this, Kandi. I'm gonna need you and your team to sit together and figure this out. Season 2, I don't want to hear nothing about people not getting paid what they feel like they should be getting paid. I really don't want to see that again, Kandi. On the other shows, we don't hear about people saying they don't get paid now. We know you like to be a little frugal with your spending, but we don't need your employees telling us that they're not getting paid. Fix it. So it's the night of Kandi's intervention, and her cousin Weenie is there. Her cousin Kim is coming over, and then of course the OLG. Now apparently her cousin Kim is Aunt Bertha's daughter, which would make her Weenie's sister. Kim used to be a manager at the OLG. Some went down and Kim was like, I'm out of here. Who coming with me? Allegedly, this is what she said. And Mama Joyce cussed her out because of it. And I'm not even gonna lie. I would curse you out too, bitch. If you gonna leave, you just leave. But don't ask who's coming with you. What kind of mess is that? Mama Joyce had a right to curse you out, Kim. But as Kim is expressing herself and explaining the story, I start to feel bad for Kim. I really do. You know, I did. I don't like to see people feeling like they not, you know, I don't like to see people feeling like they're getting done wrong by family or family is mistreating them. Those type of situations are very, very painful. So I was starting to feel bad for Kim. And Kim, darling, you almost had me, Kim. You almost had me until you fumbled the receipt. She wanted to start talking, and she's explaining how, you know, she ain't felt good about family ever since this damn restaurant. Now, why did you say that? But anyways, she's expressing herself, and then she starts looking through her phone for what exactly her Aunt Joyce, which is Mama Joyce's, we know her as Mama Joyce. She starts looking for what Mama Joyce said to her, and she can't find it in the phone. So Mama Joyce has to speak up and say, this is what I said. Kim, I'm gonna need you to have the receipts ready. I'm gonna need you to know what was said to you. If you can't remember what was said to you, then why are you upset? So as Mama Joyce starts speaking, her memory starts to work. And she was like, you told me MF ... in my kitchen, yeah. And Mama Joyce say she didn't say it. And Kim say you did say it. And I didn't say that. I didn't MF and say it. And then Aunt Bertha is like, why are you cussing? And that was hard to watch because it's kind of like, I know in family you ain't supposed to take sides, but as the mama, Aunt Bertha, you sitting there letting your sister cuss your daughter out like that, you're not going to say nothing? It was a lot. It was a lot. Aunt Nora, she's sitting there mad, and she making her little comments, and she's saying stuff under her breath, and she making a little this and a little that. And Kim was like, Aunt Nora, you over there talking all that talk? Was you there, beloved? Now, Kim, I don't know why you said that. Kim, I don't know why you said that. Because you know Aunt Nora. Clearly, we did not, because we thought Aunt Nora was the angel. Aunt Nora got up out that chair. Aunt Nora started letting her have it. Aunt Nora was like, I'll knock you out like I did before. Oh. And I believe Aunt Nora. I believe she knocked your ass out before. She's like, I'll put you on your ass. Like, Aunt Nora wasn't playing. Kim, why was you talking tough to Aunt Nora and you know what she could do? She done showed you what them hands can do. Aunt Nora turns into Akbar V in front of our very eyes. She lets us know, like, she don't play. She don't play. She don't make empty threats. She's about that. She's that girl. She been that girl. And Kandi was like, don't you dare. Kandi, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. And Kim was walking around like, what you gonna fight your auntie on television? Kim. Yeah, I wasn't ready for that. I was not ready for that. I don't think none of us was ready for that. Yeah, the intervention, that was a turn up none of us was prepared for. But Kandi and Weenie are able to calm everybody down, get everybody back into their seats. And they agreed to just let it go, leave it in the past. And Kandi was like, yeah, I don't think Kim can come back working right now. It's not a good thing. Bertha asked, could her daughter and her sister hug? And Kim was like, you asking too much. But Aunt Nora was pissed. Aunt Nora was like, I just want her to stay away from me. Yeah. That was a little hurtful. I hope they didn't put that behind them. You know, they was filming this a while back. I hope that's behind them now. I hope they're in a good spot. Because I don't like to see that kind of stuff. I really don't. I don't like to see that. But anyways, Mama Joyce got refreshments. And she said, y'all better eat this food because I spent my money to buy it. Y'all better go eat y'all chicken wings. So everybody go make them a to-go plate. And everything is calm. Sometimes all you need is a chicken wing. A chicken wing settled everything, okay? So it's another day, and Don Juan is meeting up with Tauren. Tauren is the events coordinator. I don't remember if that's his title, but that's the title I'm going to give him. How about that? So they meet up and they have a little chit chat and they talk about, you know, and he says, you know, Tauren is like a little brother to him and the way he left, they didn't like it. Tauren lied and said he couldn't come to work because of COVID, and then they found him on the gram posted up at parties, not socially distancing and no mask in sight. So, yeah. But now he's back. My thing was, from what I saw, they already gave the man his job back. I don't know if they communicated that with Philip. Now, I'm aware that we are not privy to every single thing. But from the impression that I got, Kandi gave Tauren his job back. And Don Juan and him spoke about it. And Tauren is there, right? So he shows up for the walkthrough. Don Juan points him in the direction that he needs to go check out and look through and see what he needs, you know, what needs to be done, what needs to happen. He gets over there and Philip is there on his laptop, I assume doing some work. So he comes in, he greets Philip and he starts looking around and he starts doing his thing. And then Philip is kind of like, oh, come in, you know, let's have a talk. And he was like, oh, did you schedule a talk? Well, I didn't schedule a talk, but let's have one. And my thing was, like, again, he's asserting his dominance. He's asserting his authority. Tauren obliges. He gives him, you know, his listening ear. But Philip is being nasty. But he got the right one in Tauren because Tauren knows how to return serve very well. Tauren takes a seat. And they're talking and he's introducing himself. And he was like, I'm not going to lie. The way that I left was very unprofessional. And then Philip was like, just like the way you came in was unprofessional. Now hold it right there, Philip. He didn't come in unprofessional. He spoke to Don Juan and Don Juan gave him orders to go and do the walkthrough. There was no mention of, oh, go speak to Philip and have an interview with Philip or have a sit down with Philip. Those orders were not given to him. Those directions were not given to Tauren. So I'm trying to understand how Tauren came in unprofessional. He came in and did what he was asked to do. You want him to come and kiss the ring. So you're now trying to assert your dominance and assert your authority in your territory and mark your territory with Tauren. And Tauren showed you he didn't give a damn about none of what you was talking about. And now you embarrassed. Philip, your face gonna crack before this show is over if you don't change some of this energy. However, Philip goes on to explain the chain of command at the OLG, and he's like, this is Kandi and Todd, this is Don Juan, and then you have me, and you have to go through me, and yada, yada, yada. But again, your face is gonna have to crack because, bruh, they already gave him his job back. You're telling him that his position there is contingent on your approval, but they've already rehired him. He's been filming. Contracts have clearly been signed. He's already in there. So again, you are more focused about people respecting your authority than actually knowing what's going on around you. Your bosses, the people over your head, have already given this man his job back. So now you look dumb. He says something about, oh, he must be listening to what the other people are saying. Isn't that what you're doing? Aren't you listening to what you heard about him from when he worked there before? Aren't you judging him based off of what you heard? Aren't you judging him off of preconceived notions as well? See, you want to put out there that you're better than these people and you're here to do something better. You don't argue with hourly employees. You don't do this and don't do that. But you're engaging in who has the biggest stick contests with hourly employees. This is not how you make people respect you. But anyways, like I said, I think Kandi and the gang, Kandi got a hit on her hands. She has really good people on this show. I'm going to enjoy this show. I wish that it has many, many seasons upon seasons upon seasons, okay? Get that money. Kandi, get that generator, please. Don't listen to Todd. Make him go buy that generator. Because the lights going out in the middle of the day is unacceptable. But anyways, that's my sound off. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.